Look at the Trailblazers, focused as they walked into the locker room earlier. Their job's basic tonight: get a W on their home court. Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter. We've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
Looking at the starting five for the Dallas Mavericks. Dinwiddie and Hardaway Jr. are the 2 and the 3. Reggie Bullock is out there with Christian Wood. And it's Doncic in at the point. Nurkic inside, guarded by Wood. Here's Lillard. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
What touch from the inside. Lillard being assertive and wanting to convert in close.
Pass to Bullock. Back to Doncic. There's the triple. Rebounded by Nurkic. Simons against Dinwiddie. Simons passes to Lillard. No good with the triple.
Trailblazers foul.
Boy, you think about the start.
And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed.
The previous play is under review.
It's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Checked in for Hart.
For your Blazers dancer.
And that one misses.
Boy, talk to any former teammate and coach, past or present. Anybody who's played or worked with Reggie Bullock has nothing but positive things to say.
About a minute played here so far in the first. Back to Doncic. And Doncic hammers it home.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
Payton passes to Lillard. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3. And with Bullock, he's a player that genuinely puts his team first, Doris.
One of those guys, BA, that does not care if he's starting, if you put him off the bench. Bullock is going to play with energy defensively. He's going to knock down three-point shots. And he's going to space the floor for the star player.
Pass to Doncic. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Wood. Portland grabs the miss.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Back to Nurkic from deep three-point range. The shot no good. And it's Dallas the other way. Wood outside. Uses the glass on the layup.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Pass to Simons. Back to Nurkic. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic.
Trailblazers foul. Yusuf Nurkic.
And you look at the intangibles of Luka Doncic. He has some of the best court awareness in the league, and that shows up most with his passing and body control.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. And the way Doncic can feel the defenders around him speaks to his great court sense, Grant.
No question. And the elite footwork he has makes the most of it. I mean, one of the best at shielding defenders with his body. It's really how he can navigate through a defense with ease.
Pass to Wood. Back to Bullock. Now here's Doncic. Defended by Lillard. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
We are talking about a clever scorer. Luka Doncic has developed such a knack for getting to the free throw line.
And this Mavericks team, Grant, they're loaded up on shooters who can hurt you from outside.
And that's the way they should be built. Force teams to spread out and give Luka space. And when the Mavs get hot from outside, they are dangerous.
Pass to Lillard. On the take. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Lillard's got 6 points. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Dinwiddie passes to Doncic. It's Bullock on the wing. It's rebounded by Grant. Portland trailing here. Simons left side. Oh, wow! Boom! He jams it straight down.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Wood. Nurkic with some nice D.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Portland?
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now, that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Ooh, that one misses for Grant.
And you talk about a basketball family. Jeremy Grant's father was a pro. His uncle, his brothers. I mean, plenty of competition growing up.
On defense, the Mavericks. They trail by 3. Hardaway grabs the board.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
Low block shot. And the shot is good off the backboard. And even though Jeremy grew up around the game, you know, success wasn't handed to him, Grant.
Not at all. I mean, he was a second-round pick out of Syracuse. And he's really had to prove himself as an NBA player. He has truly come a long way.
Lillard passes to Nurkic. Down low. Here's Simons. And it's blocked by Wood. And there's the call on Yusuf Nurkic. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know, the question is, do you leave him in? A third foul this early could spell trouble.
Lillard against Doncic. Pass to Bullock from behind the arc. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. Now Dinwiddie. Second chance shot. Doncic finds Dinwiddie. Out to Wood. 4 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. From deep, here's Doncic. And it's Portland with a rebound. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
It was just a challenging game for them. They executed well, but just not well enough to put themselves over the top.
You know what? At the end of the day, it wasn't as close as it should have been. There were lapses all night that led to the deficit they couldn't overcome.
Wood passes to Dinwiddie. Kicks it to Doncic. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
at the line for the Mavericks.
The free throw off from Doncic.
What you love about Luka Doncic is he's this unique combination of size and skill. He can really play cross-positionally. He makes shots at all three levels. So dangerous.
Taking 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And he can't hit the second.
No one expected to see that. He's been owning the line as of late.
Here's Dinwiddie. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Ayton with it. Guarded now by Wood. Here's Lillard. And he converts the layup. Lillard's got 10 points.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Back to Doncic. And that one drops. He's got 10.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating...
Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been the story for the Dallas Mavericks. He put together 10 points in the quarter. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Mavericks?
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
So the Mavericks 5 right now. Heading the backcourt, it'll be Doncic and Dinwiddie. Christian Wood out there with Reggie Bullock. And it's Hardaway in at the 3. And when you're trying to slow down a top scorer, often the game plan is to get physical. Grant, you would know better than anybody. What's it like in the trenches here?
Well, BA, it's interesting. I mean, it can wear on you. It's a mental challenge. When you're in the trenches trying to slow down a great offensive player, it really becomes a battle of wills. You have to stay focused. You have to be disciplined. And most importantly, you just cannot take a play off and allow a great player to get going.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, the Mavericks this season trying to build the title contender around Luka Doncic, but not a lot of luxury tax wiggle room. Luka said, quote, "I trust them. Whatever move they make, I have great teammates and we're playing great basketball." Ryan?
Well, no one wants to see Luka in the playoffs, Allie. Thanks for that. Nurkic. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Doncic has got 4 rebounds in the game. To the middle. Grant with a steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Nurkic. It's good. Nurkic has got his 2nd bucket on the night.
It's going to take more effort than that to stop Nurkic from scoring. He's a tough-minded big who plays with physicality.
Good on the bucket.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Simons against Dinwiddie. Second quarter basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. Back to Doncic. Pass to Dinwiddie. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Dinwiddie's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area. Man, that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Second personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Nurkic inside. Woods is there. Shot by Nurkic, no good. The Mavericks leading. Doncic on the wing. Back to Bullock. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
This guy has been elite as a passer since he entered the league. He takes pride in making the guys around him better.
Lillard passes to Nurkic. That one goes. Count it. Nurkic just got 6 points.
Yeah, and Christian Wood moving here to the Mavs over the summer. Now, the Mavs knew they wanted more size, so they sent a number of players in exchange, but they got a deadly weapon to help them this season.
And it's Doncic missing.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Simons passes to Grant. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, the athletic Jeremy Grant, so good at initiating contact, he gets the defense to react to his aggressiveness.
And he sinks the second. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Pass to Bullock. Dinwiddie with it. Simons with a steal. Grant left side. And there's a 3-second violation. And already halfway through the year, let's see how the West is stacking up. You look at the Mavericks, at the midway point of the season, they're in 4th place in their respective conference. And of course, Portland, now 4 games behind.
Checking out Dallas, they've stayed within arm's length of the conference leaders. That in itself is an accomplishment at this point in the season.
Yeah, even so, though, I'm sure they're not satisfied just being near the top of the standings. They're going to be looking to make a major push as the season winds down.
Luka Doncic.
Doncic hits them both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Lillard with the ball. Now Doncic defending. And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
And these shots demonstrate how locked in Lillard is. Just embracing the challenge of scoring on physical defenders.
Personal foul. 15 foul penalty.
And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
And even with the coach's challenge in place,
The previous play is under review.
Even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Here are your Blazer dancers.
Eubanks, he's checked in for Portland. Bertans checked in for the Mavericks. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for Luka Doncic.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
And the free throw, no good. At this stage of the season, it's not unheard of to see teams lose steam. Doris, how do coaches keep their teams motivated for the second half of the year?
B, I think one thing quality NBA coaches do is they emphasize an NBA regular season is a marathon, not a sprint. Whether you are winning or losing, you're always building the foundation of your program. Do you have good defensive habits? Do you share the basketball? Are you committed to winning? Are you about your teammates? So much goes into success.
Shot clock at 5. Back to Grant. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. And while we have a moment, here's the 2K leaderboard and who the best shooting point guards have been during the last 10 games. 5th on the list, Luka Doncic.
There are just some fantastic shooters on that list. You love point guards who have great touch as well as the patience to wait for good looks.
You know, that intelligence is really their hallmark. Always taking the smart shot, never forcing it when it's not there. You know, that's how they're able to keep their percentages so high. That and the fact that they can flat out shoot it.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
And Tim Hardaway Jr., a valuable offensive weapon, even if he's a bit of a volume shooter, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, his efficiency has never been a selling point, but he consistently will fill up the box score and always willing to shoot and can create for himself.
Well, we're talking about one of the league's best scorers, and the confidence Luka Doncic has in himself to take over is readily on display.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Pass to Doncic. Back to Dinwiddie. Doncic outside. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Dinwiddie outside. The three. The shot comes out, and it's Portland the other way. And here's the fast break. And the dunk by Lillard.
You expect big numbers from Lillard on offense. His productive habits always seem to pay off.
The Mavericks have gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Three-pointer, no good. The Trailblazers have gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good. Eubanks into the lane. The three, here's Lillard. Hardaway grabs the board. Puts the move on, and he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Well, you want to be able, as a scorer, to put it on the deck to create your shot. Go ahead, Mr. Hardaway. We see you getting off the bounce.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Mavericks on top, leading by 5. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just...
Welcome to halftime, everybody. What a two guys clearly battling. All right, now it's time to talk about our feature. And that's a wrap on.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. And it's Eubanks in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Nurkic passes to Grant. And a nice finish on the layup. Grant's got 7 points in the game.
So Jeremy Grant has figured out how to be opportunistic on the interior. Nicely done there.
Doncic and Wood with the stuff.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
And Nurkic with the basket on the assist by Simons. Give him 8 points now.
So capable of overwhelming you. Nurkic is terrific at maintaining his focus and balance on these tough finishes.
Doncic passes to Wood, and Wood with the stuff.
Doesn't believe in soft finishes. The big fella's all about power.
Portland trailing here. Here's Simons. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Davis Bertans.
The officials were right on top of that one.
At the line for your...
And so Simons nails both of them. For Dallas, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Pass to Bertans. It's rebounded by Grant. Grant's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Simons passes to Nurkic. And Nurkic throws it down.
Oh, too easy for Nurkic. A big man who goes up strong. You have to meet him at the rim and counter his aggression.
And Dallas calls time here.
Who wants to update their fit tonight with a free t-shirt? Make a little noise.
making a change here. Hart's checked in, and Dallas with a change here too. Powell, he's checked in for Bertans. Here's Doncic. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
You can see Luka Doncic has the body, the handle, the footwork, and the savvy to draw fouls. That is nicely done.
Doncic hits them both. Stolen by Dinwiddie. Pass to Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
If Powell's on the court, he's a threat to dunk it. Incredible athleticism.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Personal foul. 2nd team foul.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. The drive by Simons. The Mavericks pull it in.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Hardaway, the pass to Wood. And Wood with the stuff.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
For Portland, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the 3rd. Pass to Nurkic. The crossover. Clock hits. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Whoa, a drive like that is the kind of play that can shift the entire outcome of a close game like this one.
Here's Doncic. And Doncic hammers it home.
Well, Luka can get himself into the paint with consistency, and boy, does he make that a high percentage finish.
Inside. Oh, got a piece of it. Powell with a steal. Dinwiddie with it. Now guarded by Simons. And he goes in for the dunk.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And that's an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Nurkic finds Simons. And he banks in the layup. Simons has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Nice offense here. Close in. Great bet to go.
Doncic against Hart. Pass to Dinwiddie. Lets it go from deep. Offensive board. Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
Well, this is a big part of what Dwight Powell needs to do. Battle hard on the offensive glass. Turn those second chance opportunities into points.
That's tipped. Powell with a steal. Here's Dinwiddie. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. For Portland, they've got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the 3rd. Outside Hart. Pass to Graham. Can't get it to drop. Some solid D from Wood. The Mavericks have gotten 7 of their first 11 attempts to go in this half. Hardaway with it. He's picked up by Lillard. And Wood with the basket on the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway's got 4 assists in the game.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
2nd team foul. Mavericks ball starts the second half.
A minute and a half left in the 3rd. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Doncic. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Josh Hart.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
He hits the 2nd from the line. The Trailblazers have gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. Here's Grant. And the layup is good off the glass. Grant's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, this is why Jeremy Grant's size is important. Stretches out beautifully whenever he's close to the rack.
And Doncic with the jam.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 3rd. And foul on Josh Hart. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the line for 2. He misses the free throw.
At the line for 2.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute. Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that higher difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
For Portland, they've gotten 8 of 11 shots to go in. Efficient so far in the third. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Wood passes to Dinwiddie. And that one good. And it's a 12-point Dallas lead.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Dwight Powell. That's his first foul of the game.
4-15 foul.
And of course, Mark, we got a few veteran-laden teams out there outperforming predictions, saying, don't put us out to pasture just yet.
And I love it, being kind of an old-school guy myself. People obsessed with shiny new items forget how important experience is in winning games. I mean, look at the championship winners. Very few young teams are in that group. I imagine you could probably count them on one hand.
And it'll be the Mavericks with their first time out here of the game.
Portland, here are your Blazer dancers.
Making a change here. Watford's checked in. The Mavericks also with the sub. McGee's checked in. Here's Doncic. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. On the wings, it's Dinwiddie and Hardaway Jr. JaVale McGee is out there with Christian Wood. And it's Doncic in at the point. And good that time.
And there's no doubt that Lillard is a pure scorer. But it's good to see him focus on his passing, wanting to make his teammates better.
Here's McGee. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you look at the young talent the Blazers have, a nice young core group that can grow. Simons, the big name from that crew.
That one misses. And Simons and Little Greg, a pair of names Portland fans are definitely excited about.
And they've shown that they can be valuable players. Portland got a lot younger with the trades they made last year. Now they have to have that youth develop.
Lillard, right side. Dishes to Nurkic. The pass to Watford. Back to Nurkic. Mavericks with the rebound. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Dinwiddie finds Wood. Back to Dinwiddie. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Yes, that goes in.
You can trust Luka to make the most of a close shot. I mean, he won't waste a high percentage look most times.
Lillard, the pass to Watford. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Nurkic.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not when you want to leave open.
I think McGee's been working on that one. I mean, you don't just come up with that off the top of your head, boy. You got to think that one through.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now, here's Lillard. This game an incredible scoring display for him. Here's Grant, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one goes on wood. You know, Greg Anthony, people talk about Jeremy Grant as a scorer, but what about his passing?
Significantly better moving the ball along. He's leaving no stone unturned as he looks to maximize his abilities.
And he can't make the second free throw either. Listen, both. The Mavericks, GA, have been trying to tighten up their defense the past few seasons, and it's beginning to show.
And we're seeing signs that the players are getting the message, that they're spending more energy at that end of the floor, and that's essential for any elite team.
Pass to Wood. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And they're in the top half of the league in blocks as well. Challenging shots, something they try to do and work on every day.
And you mentioned their success in holding opponents to a low scoring average. They've got some real leaders on defense, and they set a great example for the rest of the guys. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And the Mavericks call time here. This break, why don't we check out the hottest shooting point guards over the last month? Second, Luka Doncic.
As a point guard, you want to create the best possible shot every trip down the floor. And given the way these guys have shot the ball, it's not a bad idea every now and then for them to go it alone.
Well, they're not going to do that, though. I mean, even as deadly as they are from the field, they're always looking to set up their teammates first.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
To the paint, here's Lillard. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Lillard's got 5 now. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Well, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Boy, it's so impressive you see Doncic at his size handle the ball the way he does. As a defender, he can really put you on your heels.
Hardaway against Lillard. Hardaway kicks to Doncic.
I think he has to play more conservative from this point on. I mean, that's 2 fouls already.
Second personal foul. 4th team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Hardaway dishes to McGee. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. 5 to shoot. Doncic, no good. And so Grant will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. High post, Nurkic. Doncic with the steal. The Mavericks shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
Their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Now here is McGee. Driving in. Makes it off the glass. McGee's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
It really balances out the backcourt when McGee is able to provide points inside. I mean, that's big.
To the left wing. Nurkic, the pass to Simons. And Nurkic gets it to go. Nurkic has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Nurkic against Doncic. And he commits the intentional foul. This is his third trip to the free throw line in the game.
And the free throw line was a problem spot for him in their last game. Really struggled up there.
Yeah, you know, he had a lot of misses for him. And it looked to me as though he just never was comfortable from the foul line.
And you look at all the things Doncic can do. One in particular, he can control the pace of the game.
And, Greg, I love that about him. His size, his strength, his savvy, his skill set. You really can't speed him up at the offensive end. Everything he does is at his pace and his tempo. He methodically breaks you down.
Now, here's Lillard after the miss from JaVale McGee. The shot by Watford, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And Doncic gets it to go.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And Lillard kicks to Grant. And he drives in. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. Mavericks have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand. And you watch the way Doncic runs this offense. He's become a master at the pick and roll. Incredible to see someone run it to perfection.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's Grant, and there's the drive. Kicks it out to Lillard. Ripped away. And here we go. The fast break with Dinwiddie. Over in the corner, Doncic. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Simon. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Now that's some hang time. What a pretty double clutch move.
Agreed, Greg. You can afford to get fancy on your way up when you've got that kind of space.
And space.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
On the floor for Dallas, JaVale McGee is out there with Doncic. Then there's Hardaway. Then it's Christian Wood. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard position.
First team foul.
Lillard surveying the D. Crafty move. And he lays it straight in. Lillard's got 7 points in the game.
And there's an edge to Lillard's game. He's fearless, and you can see it when he's finishing in traffic.
Here's Doncic. Nurkic with the block. Simons against Dinwiddie. And the dunk by Grant.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
And now we've got the intentional foul. And in the NBA, Clark, one singular talent. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Boy, that is outstanding body control by Wood. This is a guy that's 7 feet tall, showing you great focus and body control.
Well, Christian Wood has shown himself capable of being a 20 and 10 guy. But now he's looking to show he can be a winner as well. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And that's his 4th foul. And we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
And you hear about impacting winning? How does Wood, Craig, take the next step in that regard?
Well, Kevin, we know he can make shots and block shots. I think it's just about consistency and decision-making. And then defensively, I think he's more than capable.
Eubanks, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And Dallas also making the switch. White, he's checked in for Doncic. Trailblazers leading by 4, and now they decide to foul intentionally. And the Mavericks call time here. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
And it was funny, the road arena didn't bother them at all. I mean, they locked in, focused, and executed, and got it done.
And Portland making a change here. Brown's checked in. Then for the Mavericks, JaVale McGee comes in for Dwight Powell. And Doncic is subbed in for Wright. Lillard against Wood. The kick out to Brown. Pass to Eubanks. With the drive. A nice shot by Simons. Simons has got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And you talk about believing in yourself. Man, how about Christian Wood?
Greg, self-talk and self-confidence is critically important at this level. And, you know, this guy, Christian Wood, was cut or waived from 4 NBA teams. Wasn't on an NBA roster for an entire season. Finally broke through with Detroit in year 5, and there's no turning back now for the big fella.
There's the steal. It's Brown with the drive.
You know, this is why you run the offense through Damian Lillard. I mean, sure, he's going to get his, but he's also going to make sure others get theirs, too.
And an intentional foul right there. He's been racking up good numbers of free throws, shooting 8 for 11. That free throw good from Doncic.
And you look at the loyalty Lillard has shown. Stuck with the Blazers through thick and thin. It's why he is beloved in Portland.
And love how he's getting himself to the line this quarter. If he keeps it up, it'll end up creating some foul problems on the other side, and that can always help a team's cause.
And Lillard kicks to Brown. Back to Lillard. The shot's good. Brown making the play. 13 points for Damian Lillard. And at some point, Greg, you wonder if Lillard is the greatest Blazer of all time.
Listen, he is in the conversation. You'd have to include Walden Drexler up there. But Lillard's resume in Portland has a strong argument.
Trailblazers leading by 8. Lillard outside. He dishes it to Grant. Back to Lillard. Simons surveying the D. Brown kicks to Simons. Lillard from outside. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Doncic. drops in the layup for two. 26 points for Luka Doncic.
Boy, from the moment he entered the league, Doncic has been an immediate star, capable of big nights just about any time he's on the court.
Simon's on the wing. Here's Eubanks. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
What a move. He saw a window on the other side of the rim and whipped it around for the immaculate reverse.
The Trailblazers shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those shots.
And so it's Portland in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll take a quick break and then back to the...
Well, the effort hasn't been there in terms of rebounding the ball.
And now, let's take a second here to look. And that is it for halftime, folks.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. Out there with, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that
The previous play is under review.
Wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
You know, Dame loves to test the defense like that, runs up against it, and then outworks it.
Dallas calls timeout.
Timeout charge, Dallas. We're on the lookout for a loudest man who'd like a free t-shirt tonight.
Of Nurkic. He's checked in for Brown. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And he can't get the first one.
During the summer of 2021, the Mavericks had some major changes. Longtime head coach Rick Carlisle left after 13 years in Dallas, and they also got a new GM.
Coaching staff changes aside, Clark. Do front office moves affect players that much?
I think they do, Kevin. It's hard for them not to. Normally we see a flurry of trades or free agent signings. We saw it with the Mavericks trading away Kristaps Porzingis, changing the composition of their squad, going in a different direction. So that'll take some adjusting to.
They shoot again, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
The officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
After being moved at the 2022 trade deadline, Spencer Dinwiddie went on a tear with Dallas.
Yeah, I think he elevated the Mavs immediately with his scoring punch. He's a guy who can give you buckets in bunches and make plays for others. And not to mention knocking down back-to-back game winners, one coming against his former team. Yeah, I would say he was an injection of uplift for the Mavs.
Doncic. Eubanks grabs the miss.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Lillard, the pass to Eubanks. Hardaway with it. Now defended by Grant. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the beard, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch, David. Thank you. Hardaway finds Dinwiddie. To the left side wing. Andrew Eubanks gets the whistle that time. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
And that's his fourth.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul.
The previous play is under review.
Easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how
the ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Mavericks. And how is the West shaping up, guys? Well, let's take a moment here to check it out now that the mid-season grind is well underway. You take a look at the Mavericks. They're fourth in the conference and looking to make a move the latter part of the season. And, of course, the Trailblazers, not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And when I look at Dallas, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. And, guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
Doncic with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. Dinwiddie passes to Bull. Here's Grant on the dunk by Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he's got tremendous speed. It's actually breathtaking when he gets out in transition. He really gets it done in the open floor.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Nice numbers tonight at the free throw line, shooting 10 of 13. First free throw is good.
15 foul.
He makes one of two that time. And the media is able to vote on awards like All Rookie. But, Greg, those awards can end up determining a player's max salary. Any concern there?
No doubt there is, but somebody has to decide those awards, right? And no matter who it is, there's always going to be some pushback. So as long as contracts are tied to them, that power will be in someone else's hands.
We've seen him miss a couple from the line so far, going 2 for 4.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Lillard attacking. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Guys, I'll tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
The Trailblazers shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. Dallas calls timeout.
At the line for Portland. Mavericks timeout call. Hey man, get on the move with your Blazer dancer.
Wood, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. This is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of the NBA's top defenders down low. The league's leaders in rejections this month. Christian Wood, 3rd.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Doncic.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
And Lillard kicks to Grant. Inside. Kicks it out to Lillard. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14. Pass to Simons. Grant with the ball. Three-pointer. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Doncic doing a nice job showing you some sneaky explosion and athleticism on that throwdown.
Back to Simons. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Eubanks. Misses in close.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Bullock passes to Wood. And here is Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Grant finds Simons. Nurkic the pass to Simons. Here's Eubanks. He's guarded by Bullock. Kicks it out to Grant. Hits it from three-point range. Grant's got 17.
Well, I tell you, I like the fact that Grant is selective in the shots that he takes. He's looking for quality. He senses the defense is playing off him. As the pass is coming to him, he's prepared. He's getting shot ready as the pass is in the air.
And the pass to Eubanks. Back to Grant. 4 on the shot clock. And he's able to get it back. And here we go. The fast break with Dinwiddie. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here is Lillard. Bullock kicks to Powell. Back to Bullock. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie.
They're finally taking care of the ball and playing with a little more intelligence. Turnovers were a problem early on.
Passes it to Sharp. Fires the 3. Christian Wood grabs the rebound. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Now a timeout called by Portland. A guy who hasn't played a lot of ball. Sharp, though, has all the all-star tools they think available to him.
An exceptional shot maker from outside. He's got great vertical bounce, almost a 7-foot wingspan, and he is relentless in his attack.
Take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Damian Lillard.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
This was a big game for him. There's no denying that, coming off a bunch of losses in a row. They turned to him to break the streak, and he delivered in a big way. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Guys, during that last break, I listened to Chauncey Billups talk to his team. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Thank you, David. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Pass to Eubanks. Shot clock at 5. Pulls up. Misses off the right iron.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
And I like the way he's settled down here. I mean, after the sloppy first half, he's done a much better job taking care of the ball.
Portland leading by 11. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
At the line for Portland, Brandon Watford, shooting 1.
And the technical free throw is good. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
Well, it seems like he's gotten a little loose with it since halftime. His fingers may be a little slick or slippery. He went from no turnovers in the first half to quite a few here in the second.
That'll be a 5-second call.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
Lillard way outside. And they recover it. And that's a foul. Called on Dwight Powell. That's his first foul.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Here's Lillard. on the shot clock. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his 5th foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads-up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
So costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation.